How are we doing, guys? Moose here, Season 1, Episode 19 of our West Ham United career mode, and we are very near to the end. Only 4 games to go here, taking on Crystal Palace in this particular game, West Brom in the second game of this episode, and then we will finish it out with Tottenham and Man City in the next episode. As we take a look at, we're currently in 6th. Arsenal with a game in hand on us, sitting just 2 points back. We're currently 3 back of Everton. And I think they also have a game in hand on us as well. But we do have a little bit lesser competition here. Crystal Palace just skirting the edges of the relegation zone at this moment in time, while we are looking to secure, a pretty high mid-table finish and see where that takes us further on. But Crystal Palace will be countering our usual 4-3-2-1 with a 4-2-3-1 of their own, with former West Ham loanee Marouane Chamakh up top with Dobby behind. So it'll be interesting to see what they can come out with. So Jarvis now plays the ball and gets a nice little bit of turn to step inside defender Jednak, the midfielder, and he takes a shot from well outside the area, but a really good save from Cassio, the Crystal Palace keeper. Early on here, Chamakh with a nice little football over the top to Dobby, comes in, but a nice save by Adrian to keep things scoreless here in the early going. So Adrian, the 9th minute, starting things out with a really nice long throw out to Alexander Lacazette, playing up there with Andy Carroll. Carroll then gets a pass from Lacazette, plays it back to him with a nice through ball, a little bit further wide than he like, but he takes a nice turn to get back inside, cuts inside the defender, plays a finesse shot, and just puts it just wide of the left post. Really good chance from Lacazette on the counterattack, as we love to play. As you see, Carroll now playing the ball into Jarvis. His shot, though, is blocked. Really good play by Crystal Palace on a nice chance from Jarvis. But we do get a corner out of it here in the 13th minute. Plays the ball in, looking for Winston Reid. And eventually finds way to Tompkins, whose header is easily saved by the Crystal Palace goalkeeper. So some really good chances for us early on. But Jednak coming back the other way, plays into Balassi. Really good block from Trippier. And then Balassi gets a second attempt at it, but Adrian easily makes the save. Now Trippier turns inside a couple defenders, looking at him marauding forward from his right back position, and nearly puts us ahead with a brilliant shot with his left foot. Really good opportunity, just not able to put it in. But as you see, Trippier getting forward yet again here down the right hand side of the 29th minute, plays the ball into Andy Carroll. It's eventually blocked away. Lacazette, one touch, and what a strike! Easily one of the goals of the season for West Ham United. Lacazette showing some absolute class with a brilliant goal. The ball in for Andy Carroll was cleared away. Looked to be nothing there. Lacazette just one touch, sets up and finesses it into the top right corner. An absolute beautiful strike. Can't believe it went in. Really just sensational from Lacazette. He tries another finesse shot with his left foot. It's saved by the keeper, but Marky Noble on hand, the captain, just to put things away. What a goal there, and it's 2-0 to West Ham. Nice save on the Lacazette strike, but Noble easily puts it away. Good little fake shot to get around his defender. Nice save from the keeper. No one picks up Noble, and he just smashed it into an empty net. But then 40th minute now, Morrison, after a nice tackle from Michael Bradley, who's been so stout defensively for us since coming into the team in January. Ball played over the top from Andy Carroll into Matty Jarvis. He plays the ball back in towards Carroll, gets a head on, and it's 3-0 to West Ham. Andy Carroll with a brilliant finish. His 16th goal in all competitions. An excellent return for him. Great ball in from Jarvis, and Carroll with a simple header that gets past the goalkeeper. But another chance here. Morrison eventually finds the ball onto Lacazette. Somehow he runs through all the defenders, tries a shot with his left foot, but another good save from the Crystal Palace keeper. This game could be getting severely out of hand if not for a couple of brilliant saves from him. But Morrison now linking up really well with Andy Carroll. He plays the ball back to Ravel Morrison, and his shot just goes wide of the goal. So many chances here. Crystal Palace now with Chamakh playing the ball towards Barry Ban, gets a head on, but Adrian comfortably able to corral that header now. Joey O'Brien going to try and range up the left-hand side. Eventually plays the ball into Matty Jarvis, plays it over the top to Noble, who's been getting forward really well in this game today. Sees the run, Trippier on the outside, tries to whip a ball in, eventually turns inside the defender, plays it back to Lacazette, hits it on the half volley, and just inches wide of the goal. What a chance for Alexander Lacazette, who could have had a few to his account in this particular game. He obviously scored the most brilliant goal of the game, but he could have had 3 or 4 more on some of these chances. Noble now gets the ball from Kevin Nolan. A few really good chances. He buries it off the crossbar. Mark Noble with a strike. To have a look at that one again. Absolutely brilliant work. Skipping around 2 or 3 defenders and then just hammering a shot from outside that cannons off the underside of the crossbar and just out. Disappointed that he didn't score on such a stupendous shot. But Nolan now getting in the act again. Plays the ball on the Lacazette. Gets a head on it. and inches wide yet again. A couple of really good chances for Lacazette. Nolan creating well, coming on as a substitute. And the full-time whistle blows in a 3-0 win for West Ham United. Some really good chances. We probably deserved more as we had 12 shots on target to their 5. Dominated possession 55% to 45. And a well-deserved 3 points on 3 goals. Beautiful performance. Mark Noble with a 9.7. Bradley a 9.6. Everyone played sensational. 9.5 from Lacazette. Your man of the match was actually Adrian with a 10.0. The first 10.0 rating I think I've seen in FIFA 14. But absolutely brilliant game. Ravel Morrison, we get some news after that particular game. He decides that after having such a long contract dispute, that he's decided he wants to stay and play for West Ham United, which is sensational for us. He's one of our best young players, if not our best up-and-coming young player. He's just scored, I think he has double-digit goals and assists in all competitions for us in this particular season, which is absolutely unbelievable. So he's someone that we definitely want to have in the fold for next year, and it's going to be in our plans for the long future. So really good to see as we head into the game against West Bromwich Albion, who are, I want to say, probably 15th or so in the table. So not looking towards relegation, but they're not really looking to press much higher up the table. I think they're on about 41 points or so, sitting at about 15th. Pretty safe as the relegation fighters are down around 28 or so. So they're safe for next year. But that said, I'm sure we want to come out and attack them and try and get points from this particular game. Knowing that they have the ability to come back at us. Picking up 41 points, certainly not a bad accomplishment in the Premier League. So we'll see what they can offer us here. But we start really brightly with Carroll playing a nice ball over the top from Alexander Lacazette in the second minute. He gets it alone on goal, and a huge save from Ben Foster, the West Bromwich Albion keeper. Really good play. Jarvis now eventually plays the ball back on a little bit of a miscue, and Ravel Morrison with a stunner just after agreeing to stay with the club and commit his future to West Ham. He comes up with an absolute stunner of a volley. What a goal from Ravel Morrison. Jarvis kind of mishit. I'm not sure if he was trying to go for a goal there, but it falls to Ravel Morrison just inside the 18-yard box, and he absolutely hammers a goal past Ben Foster. Look at that finish. Absolutely sensational. Jarvis now links up well with Andy Carroll. The ball eventually kind of cannons off of Lugano, but Carroll with a pretty harsh tackle comes in, gets the ball, takes out the man, finds Matt Jarvis, tries to finesse it in, and he does. Look at that brilliant finish from Matt Jarvis. Just curls it around the keeper in the 17th minute for his 8th goal in all competitions. So he's really had a breakout year for us after struggling in his first campaign with West Ham, coming in from Wolves. Brilliant finish there for Jarvis here, and he's just had an unbelievable season. I think he actually leads the Premier League in assists, and he now has 8 goals in all competitions, so he's really just been sensational. Sessegnon, though, tries to find the ball to Graham Dorrans, and it's a really good block from Kieran Trippier to prevent any opportunity there, but the ball finds its way to Lacazette. Look at that through ball to Andy Carroll. He runs onto it. He's got so much space in the 26th minute, has a shot. It's parried away by the keeper, and Jarvis on hand for his 9th goal, 2nd of the game. And it's a 3 spot for West Ham. A triple already in the 26th minute, leading 3-0. Absolutely brilliant start to the game for the Hammers. Couldn't have asked for any more. And they're looking to add more as Noble plays the ball at the top, looking for O'Brien. Eventually finds his way to Andy Carroll. He heads the ball off to Ravel Morrison. Looks outside to Noble. He tries to finesse a shot, and a really good save from the West Brom keeper to keep things at 3-0. But ball played in Nicholas Anelka. A little bit of poor marking here. Winston Reid seemed to have lost his head there, and Nicholas Anelka makes him pay with his 9th goal in all competitions. A really good finish from the, former Chelsea man, Anelka. But, really nice goal. And then he gets on the end of a header here, 48th minute, and the end of a set piece. And look at that, West Brom right back in the game. But Jarvis trying to play things back to Andy Carroll. It's eventually headed away to Alexander Lacazette. Flicks it onto Jarvis. And just wide of the post there as West Ham looked to get a little bit of space. Eventually, Joey O'Brien here trying to clear things up by playing to Adrian. And it might be one of the worst own goals I think I've ever conceded. Absolutely heartbreaking. I just wanted to play it back to Adrian for him to hoof it long. Eventually, the passing just gets away from him. Nothing able to do on it. And it's 3-3 West Bromwich Albion, West Ham United drawing. Don't want to foreshadow things here. Kevin Nolan with a brilliant turnaround. The defender has a chance to give West Ham the win, but he just curls his finesse shot around the outside of the post, and you're going to see it's going to turn out to come back and bite them. Shane Long plays the ball into Anelka. He gets ahead on it, beats Adrian, and it's 4-3 4-3 on the strength of a Nicholas Anelka hat-trick. An absolute shocker for West Ham to give up this 3-0 lead. Really going to be disappointing not getting any points from this one. As Tompkins marauding forward on the right side. Plays the ball to Nolan. He eventually kind of loses the ball. Tries to get a head on it. Misses the net. And that is the final whistle. An absolute heartbreaker for us. Losing 4-3 to West Bromwich Albion away. Really disappointing. Definitely deserved a win there. 12 shots, 6 on target. Had better possession. Couple of really beautiful goals. Especially Ravel Morrison there. But really disappointing defensively that we weren't able to come forth with the victory. So a tough way to end this episode. But that said, some really beautiful goals, some really good play that we want to take forward. We just have to strengthen up our defending a little bit here. Obviously, you don't want to be giving up 4 goals to a team that's 15th in the table. But that said, things will continue to turn around for us. We're having a great campaign, and we hope to finish out really strong, obviously against rivals Tottenham, and then closing out the season against Manchester City. So some really good games. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. I hope you enjoyed the season so far, and hope you can't wait to continue it with me. Thanks, guys, for watching. Take a look at the U squad here. Maloney, can't wait to get him into the team next season and see what he can do. So we'll see you in the next episode, guys. Leave a like, subscribe. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.